Hello, welcome to this episode of Just a Few, where this ministry is dedicated to providing responses to the questions that ordinary people like you may have that requires a biblical response. My name is Patrick Antoine, I'm your host, and I welcome you to this video today in which a question is submitted regarding a passage in the book of Acts. If you have a question, before I jump into my response, if you have a question and you'd like me to provide you with a response, please use the email address on your screen and I'll try to respond to you as soon as I can. So on to today's question. The question has to do with Acts chapter 5, verse 15. The question is, did Peter's shadow actually heal anyone? Very interesting question, very insightful, because sometimes people read the Bible and they assume it is saying something or it means something when the Bible may not actually be saying what you think it's saying. So let's read the passage. I'll read the verse before and the verse after the verse in question. Acts chapter 5, reading from verse 14 to 16 says, "And believers were increasingly added to the Lord, multitudes of both men and women, so that they brought the sick out into the streets and laid them on beds and couches, that at least the shadow of Peter passing by might fall on some of them. Also a multitude gathered from the surrounding cities to Jerusalem, bringing sick people and those who were tormented by unclean spirits, and they were all healed." So because of what is said in the last part of verse 16 there, a lot of people assume that the healings took place because of Peter's shadow, but the Bible doesn't say that. The Bible is simply telling us that the people of Jerusalem, or people who had come to Jerusalem, had heard about the miracles performed by Peter and John and the other apostles, and in their desperation to hopefully get healed also, to see some loved one healed, they brought sick people. Maybe just like in the ministry of Jesus, people weren't allowed normally to touch Jesus, so that even in a crowd he would ask, "Who touched me?" Because the disciples seemed like they protected Jesus from being mobbed and thronged by people. Similarly, the apostles, it seems like this is what is happening here. And because they could not get to be touched by Peter, to touch him, they were hoping that even if his shadow touched somebody who is sick, maybe the person, as it says, they might be healed, or might his shadow falling on them may produce a healing. But that doesn't mean that they will actually heal. This is just the desire, and it seems that it might be a superstitious belief of those people, that even if his shadow, maybe they felt the energy for the healing emanated from Peter's spiritual side of him. And ancient peoples believed that your shadow was something linked with your spirit. So that is all the Bible is saying there. It does not tell us there that Peter's shadow actually healed them. This was the superstitious belief of the people. Just like today, you come across people with all types of superstitious beliefs. There are people who wear fetishes on their body. We in our culture hear about people who have pouches with garlic, cloves of garlic on it. Supposedly the smell of the garlic, they believe, would ward off evil spirit. There are some of you super spiritual who believe in the night you put your Bible under your pillow, and that is somehow going to protect you from evil. There are people who wear different color wristbands and so on different days because their religious leaders told them on that day wear this color and so on, and they believe that is going to protect them from evil. In our culture also, with people who are in their simidimi and rituals, there are some people who believe if they take a bush bath, that is going to somehow cleanse them from evil. People have all types of superstitious belief, and sometimes it works. In the days of the apostles, the people believed that if they were close enough to wherever Peter was passing and his shadow somehow came into contact with them, they believed that they were going to be healed. But the Bible does not ever tell us here that Peter's shadow healed anyone. That's not in the Bible. My name is Patrick Antoine. Thank you for the question. Hope that helps. Until the next time, grace